Rosanna, thank you for taking a few minutes to have a chat. Tell us a little bit about yourself and your marketing background.
Okay, so I've been working in marketing for about 14 years. I've got marketing qualification. I've been in marketing communications roles, and I joined Ascendant about 2.5 years ago, and was able to get a number of things up and running and get a number of processes in place. And after about 18 months, I was also joined by a copywriter to come and help me as well. But after about 2 years, got to a point really where I felt that we couldn't really take things much further. I needed a bit more direction and a bit more support. I knew that there were new technologies out there, and I knew there was more we could be doing, but I wasn't quite sure what.
And so what was it then specifically that prompted you to just get in touch with ourselves at Superfast?
I've been following your emails for quite some time, and I found the content really useful, and I felt kind of bought into you two as a brand, and I kind of felt like I started to get to know you through your emails. And then I think one day I received an email from you asking if offering sort of an hour of consultation time, and I thought, well, why not? I might learn something, and who knows what will come of it. I found it useful, and took it from there.
Yeah. And I know that you joined the 8-week dominated sector sort of boot camp. So maybe just tell us a little bit about, what were some of the key things that you took away from that and you were able to implement in the business?
I guess what was good about it was that it helped me to look at things with a fresh pair of eyes. So there were some changes that we were able to make immediately, tweaks, not massive changes, but things that made a difference. So tweaks that we could make to our website, to some of our copy, to sell the features and the benefits a bit more strongly, and that's resulted in more clients phoning in and getting more inbound leads. There were some simple changes that we could make to our email messaging, thinking about who we were targeting our emails to and sort of tweaking the messages just to kind of resonate with them a bit more. So I think those in particular were two things that we took away.
And what did you find then happened in terms of responses to emails with some of those sort of subtle tweaks that you made?
Some of the subtle tweaks just to help to increase the amount of responses that we got. Open rates started to go up. So I think it definitely made a difference just by making a few small changes. Everything we were doing became more effective.
And were there any other things that you particularly kind of like sort of stand out? I know it's a few months ago from when you were going through the program with us, but I guess you'll have continued to be implementing things since. So what else perhaps maybe stands out?
Really how important LinkedIn is from the point of view of the consultants, and what there's more that everyone can be doing, and marketing has an important role to play, but it's important to get the buy-in from all the consultants in the business. So we've worked hard to try and get the consultants more active on LinkedIn, and make sure that they're sharing out. We're already producing a lot of content, but making sure that it's being shared as much as possible, to try and get our, elevate our brand really.
Yeah, absolutely. And we've just had the pleasure of your company for the last couple of days, and of course that was part of the program as well. And I realise I haven't mentioned this to you, but I just wondered, how have you found the last couple of days in terms of how that maybe has added extra value and ideas?
I think the last couple of days has been really helpful. It's useful to bring everything together, some of the things that we've learned before. It's helped to highlight some of the gaps in what we're doing, which can then become a focus for 2017. So it's helped to show us what we're doing well and what we need to do more of, so it's been very useful.
Brilliant. And if you were I guess thinking about, there are many recruitment companies, and some have internal marketers like yourself, some don't have that resources yet, but perhaps for those companies who do have an internal marketing resource, what might you say to them, I guess, about your experience really just working with Superfast Recruitment and and the Dominated Sector program?
To a marketeer, I think that I had 14 years experience, so I have a CIM qualification, but there is only probably so far you can take it. Everything is changing all the time, technology is changing all the time. You can end up getting used to taking things for granted in your everyday environment, but it's been great not only to speak to you guys who work with lots of different clients, but to also speak to other recruiters, find out what they're doing, what's working well for them, what isn't working well. So I think it's naive to think that you can't learn any more, and I think in marketing in particular, it's really important to keep learning all the time and trying new things. So it's very valuable. So yeah, definitely worth giving a try.
Fantastic. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to sort of seeing how, you know, what we've been talking about the last couple of days helps you with opening the offices that you've got in the plan for next year as well. So it's been great spending time with you. Thank you.
Thank you.